You may be. Welcome to another episode of your Average Day Joes. I'm your host, C.
And Jay, what's up? Shit.
What's up? What's good, everybody? Happy Monday. We are back into the beginning of the week. Hope everybody had a good day today. What's up with you, Jay? How is your weekend, bro? How was everything?
You know, make money, lift weights, do business. That's what I do on the weekend, man. I'm very locked in, more locked in these days because I have a lot of investing and a lot of like life stuff I have to do the next like probably 6 months. So yeah, just locked in. You know what I mean?
Don't tell
Yes,
me.
I know you use the bathroom. I know. Anytime my dog runs in and he looks at me like it's like he just used the bathroom.
Oh, okay. He's all
Yes, I
right.
know. I could probably smell it soon too.
Yeah,
He
my
had
cat does something. My cat does something similar. Like my cat, he'll use the bathroom.
Yeah,
And if he takes a dump, he's gonna
yeah.
want to he keeps like he'll meow until I clean it because he doesn't like it. He wants me to
Uh,
clean it always after he does it.
well, the difference is this because your cat's in a litter box. My dog has plenty of pads in the whole living room. So, so yeah, he just likes to tell me. You know what I mean? Usually, if I'm sitting at the table eating, he'll tell me, and then he'll run back here and lay down.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But yeah, I just have a lot of changing and life stuff going next 6 months. So
Oh yeah, no. I think
yeah,
I'm
got
on
to stay focused. A lot. Yeah. Huh?
I think we're on the same boat together.
Yeah, for sure, for sure,
In certain
for sure,
ways, you know.
for sure, for sure.
Yeah, man, that's good though. I'm glad you had a decent weekend. I had a pretty
Always.
good weekend myself, and we did see your Chef of Jeff, man. What is it that you were cooking, brother? Shit was good.
Yeah, it was good. What the fuck did I cook? I know I made chicken. I made a certain chicken like it was I can't remember the exact things I used because I always pick different spices. So
Uh-huh.
I made a certain chicken, and what I did was I did the vegetables on the side, obviously, you know what I mean? But I made a big thing of vegetables, and yeah, I just put it together. I wanted to obviously I need to have more protein in my diet. You know what I mean? So I'm always going to rotate chicken, salmon, steak, and everything always in the rotation. Plus, I'm trying all Amazon's things. You know what I mean? So whatever they have that I see, I'm like, okay, cool. Those were chicken thighs, and they were solid, bro. Really
Yeah,
good stuff, man. I was like, oh shit. So yeah, each week now, since I told you I don't go to the store no more, this is all Amazon. So what I do is I see what they have in their arsenal, and I'm like, okay, cool. I could get this, because I get same day, always same day delivery. So I was like, okay, let's get this, and this, and try it. So I tried, yeah. So their chicken thighs, excellent. Obviously, I put all my stuff with it, but all the vegetables too, excellent. All their produce. So each day, I just have new things from Amazon that I'm trying, and like, it's good because they always have excellent pricing too.
yeah, exactly.
It's good stuff, man. It's like, but it's very important, obviously, for nutrition purposes, especially because we're lifting real hard.
Oh yeah, for
You
sure.
know what I mean? So I have to keep my protein intake up. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Yes, sir.
And we also got Jane Doe in the house. They say America.
Marka,
Yes, sir.
that's
Yes.
right. We'll be talking about that later.
Yeah.
That's definitely in the trending topics for sure.
And we got Zero Cool Ninja 88 in the house. Say I'm heating up corn dogs and watching this stream. That's what's up, man.
What was it? Zero Cool?
Zero Cool Ninja 88.
Damn, that's a throwback, man. I remember back. You remember the movie Hackers? The kid's
Eh,
name in the movie, like his screen name was Zero Cool.
oh, really?
Yeah,
Well,
the
there's
one
some.
who hacked the mainframe, the FBI thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Hell
Exactly.
yeah, that's a trip.
That is a trip.
Hell yeah.
Shout out to the 14 people watching, by the way. Please don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and share. And we do have some breaking news for you in the sports game. What is going on, Jay?
Shit, man. Phone just updated, dude. My squad. They just so they have Tatum is out. You know what I mean? he he ripped up he got a bad injury, you know what I'm saying? And they had to do something because he's sitting all year. So obviously you got Jaylen Brown, Derek White, Porzingis, you got your whole core, but they're gonna need some scoring. I understand this move. So what they did just now, the Boston Celtics traded Drew Holiday, who was a great piece, great defensive player. He is a little older on their core, so but what they did was they got Portland Trailblazers, their young star, Anthony Simons, who I've watched him play. He can ball. He's definitely not as great on the defensive end, but the guy is a monster on offense. And I think that's an excellent, excellent pickup for them. And they got 2 second-round picks as well. But, yeah, so, I mean, I think both teams, it's good for both teams. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
But you got to understand, in the Eastern Conference, Tatum is out pretty much for the whole year unless they're in the playoffs and finals, right? Halliburton just tore up his leg, his Achilles, I believe, and he's out the whole year. So the Pacers as well have moves to make, and Dame is out all year for the Bucks. So think about how the East is going to be. So I get why Boston did this, because with their core, they're still going to be top 2, maybe top 3 in the East. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even with Tatum out, if they could get him back at a good time, then, okay, cool. Playoff time, finals, hey, you're going, bro. You good. And they'll have Anthony Simons in there balling. So I like the move. I think the move is good. You know what I mean? That's my personal opinion. I really do think the move is good.
Yeah.
Only because Drew's a little older. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's a good pickup. It's a good pickup.
I'd say so.
You got a younger player who at times has been explosive.
Yes.
He's not. He that's the only thing is like he's not one of those guys who can do it every single night for you. But
he's not supposed to.
When he does do it, it matters most. So
that's what I mean. He's not supposed to. That's why I like it. He'll be like when Tatum comes back, he'll be like the 3rd or 4th options.
Yeah, exactly.
When Tatum's not there, obviously all year, I guarantee you he'll be like the 3rd option. You know what I mean? So they still got, that's what I mean. They still kept their core intact. They didn't get rid of too much for him. I don't know why Portland did that trade. I have no idea. I thought he was a part of their young core they were building with.
I'm sure he probably wanted some of the
You
trades.
think?
Yeah.
You think?
I think so.
Okay, well, yeah, I didn't know. I didn't hear anything that he wanted to be traded, so I was just like, what? Because like I said, I've seen him hoop. I'm like, damn, that kid can hoop. He's a young kid. He's tall, and he's explosive, like you said. Like I said, struggles on defense, but with Boston, doesn't have to really, it's a little different.
Yeah, and he got some game from Lillard.
From Dame. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So that's why I was confused. Like, I thought they kind of traded Lillard, be like, okay, this is going to be Anthony Simons' team.
Yeah.
So I was really confused with this. This just happened when we were setting up.
I know.
So I was like, oh, shit. Breaking news is right, bro. I'm like, holy shit. I was juiced about it. You know what I mean? I'm showing love today for the Thunder. You know what I mean? Because obviously they won the championship. Big ups to them. They won me a little cash. And then this also has double meaning because of the back. You see the back? Durant. It's a Durant jersey. I got this Durant jersey back like what, 2011, 2012?
Very cool.
And that's a part of my remember. That's breaking news too. Kevin Durant, remember, he was traded.
Yeah.
And I mean, they fucking traded the fucking team for him, dude. They traded Jalen Green and hella picks for Durant. Do I like it? Yeah, because he's in Houston now. Houston's a really young, explosive team, excellent coach, and you got the veteran in there who can score at will. So I think it's a good move for Houston, the Rockets. So that's crazy though, man. I kind of expected that, but not so fast. It happened real fast.
I mean, as long as they're not going to try to look up to him as like a leader, they'll be fine,
I mean, they got their coach as the leader. You know what I'm saying?
No, I know, but they're a young team, and it's different when you got players playing with them and coaches on the sideline just shouting.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think he's just there for, obviously, he's a scoring machine. They got a great, they got good defense. That's what I mean. They got a defensive-minded team. and they got someone who could get a bucket at any time. KD's a bucket, bro. Who's blocking that dude's shots besides Porzingis?
I know.
You know what I'm saying? Like, dude is tall. So I think that was a great pickup for the Rockets.
Yeah.
You know,
sure.
even though they did give up a good amount for him. You know what I mean? So the Suns, they got a lot for him, meaning they could rebuild with Book and everyone.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. But
I mean, Durant's not that young anymore either. So
no, not at all. Not at all. Durant's, he's high. Remember, he was drafted in like '08. I think it was '08 to the Sonics, remember? It was the Seattle Sonics at the time.
That's kind of crazy that they're taking such a risk with such an older player.
Like I said, bro, they have a whole young team. It's their coach. Their coach understands they need a veteran. You see what happened when they played the Warriors? They got wiped by the Warriors. Why? Because no experience on the floor. No kind of leadership like you were talking about. No kind of like, hey, go get a bucket. Couldn't do it. Now they have someone, hey, we can give it to KD anytime we want a bucket. And then if people try to double KD, they got plenty of other people he could kick out to. So, yeah, man.
Like I said, as long as they don't see him as a leader, they'll be fine,
Oh, Jesus, relax. Relax. But those are two. Yeah, those were two crazy pickups. You'll see more down the road too, because like I said, of what happened to Milwaukee with Dame and the Pacers with Halliburton. You will definitely see more stuff coming.
Yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, Durant did start as a Seattle Supersonic, right?
Yeah, that's what I said. Sonics.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the Sonics. So basically, the Sonics are OKC. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I mean. So eventually, the Sonics will be back when Vegas gets their team, so you can even it out again. Right. So when Vegas gets their team, you'll see Seattle get a team again, which will be cool. Yeah, sure. They definitely deserve a team.
Yeah.
We grew up on the Supersonics, remember?
Yeah.
Grew up watching Gary Payton, Sean Kemp, and everyone. That was winning life, man. That was fun watching them. They couldn't beat Jordan, but they were still a good team.
Oh yeah,
no one could beat Jordan though. No one beating Jordan. We already know that.
Yeah. Very true.
Hell yeah, man. But yeah, breaking news, man. A lot of stuff.
Yeah, for sure. That's good though. That's good.
But big ups to the Thunder, man. They were trending big, obviously, because of securing their first title in OKC. You know what I'm saying? So it was cool. Also, Alex Caruso was trending for them because how everyone made fun of his championship in LA. The Lakers.
Yeah.
Like he's like, yeah, now I got a real one. Now nobody can say anything. Because and the LA one, that was Mickey Mouse shit. No one counts the Mickey Mouse championship. No one. Okay. Me being a Boston Celtic, I definitely don't count that Mickey Mouse ring that they gave the Lakers.
You ain't got to count it. It's on their fingers, man. They already counted it.
Whatever. I don't count it. No one counts it. Not even he counts it. See, this one, he's counting. Good for him. He understands that Mickey Mouse shit was garbage. Well, they played like 30 games that season. 30 and no fans? Fuck out of here. Bullshit.
I still watched on TV.
Did you? Fucking horse shit. That's what that was.
And me as a fan.
Fucking trash. But big ups to OKC, man. Yeah, secured that championship. They had one of the best seasons in a long time. So it was only right that they would finish it off because Shea had a great year. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it made sense. It made sense. It went exactly how it should have been planned.
Right. That's what you call it.
Well, yeah. I mean, because I had it in 5. Me and Jay-Z. Jay-Z lost like a few mil because he had it in 5 as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he had that big bet that the Thunder would win in 5. But you know how NBA is. Got to stretch it out, more money. But they capped it off. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
So big ups to them.
Yep.
Big ups to them, bro. But yeah, that's NBA news, bro.
All right. That's that breaking news.
That really just fucking happened, too. I always remember I was telling you, I was like, oh shit, let me read the phone. I was
That's
like,
cool.
damn.
We get to report on it here first for
Hell
you
yeah,
guys.
man. That shit came hell. I was shocked. I did not expect that. That came out of nowhere. So yeah, man. That was
All right.
dope. I ain't
All
mad
right.
at that.
Well, Jay, let me ask you then. Did
Yes.
you know that there's dried up California farmland that's about to become the site of the world record solar facility?
Solar?
Yep.
Oh, no, I did not know that.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Do you think you can guess a little bit of where it might be?
Off of 5?
Yes. 99, I would say more.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. That's in my head. Same area. Like central. It's
It's
not. It's
gonna be
not. It's not.
it's gonna be by Fresno.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Well, I'm just
5.
letting you know exactly where it is.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So like, well, yeah. So to me, yeah, to me, like 599. That's both down there. Same. They both run like that. You know.
Yeah,
They both run parallel to each other. So
exactly.
I figure it makes sense out there. There's a lot of sun out there, a lot of dry, you know.
Uh-huh.
So it would make sense putting that there.
Oh, exactly. Exactly. I mean, yeah, there's nothing out there. It's all dried up, you know. So
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
it used to be Lake Tulare, like back in the day. Like for all of you who didn't know, in California back in the day, the whole like Central Valley, it used to be a lake, like one huge lake.
Yeah.
And now it's pretty much dammed, and they put like aqueducts everywhere that go through the whole state. But it used to be something totally different than what it is now. But it is what it is. You know, people got to have their farms, I guess. That'd be kind of cool to see, though, huh, Jay? Like having such a huge lake in the middle of our state. You know, like that would be like dope as hell, bro. Like
It
to be
was like, yeah, it took up like the whole middle of the state at one point, right? I believe.
no, for sure. But I'm saying like, like if you look at it, there's not like hella buildings all around. I'm sure they can if they can somehow make it to where like it's not going to affect like the huge cities like Fresno, Bakersfield, because those are more off of like 99. But where the
Yeah.
lake was, it's more like off of 5, and 5 is more like just like land, like that's like not really built upon so much. Maybe a few little farms here and there, you
Yeah.
know. So it is what it is. Jay, did you know that? Shout out to New Mexico, by the way, and my bad if you guys are going through the fires out there right now, especially the ones in Las Cruces. I heard there's a lot of fires. So yeah, I do have you do have my sympathy. And but Jay, did you know that geologists discovered in New Mexico 3 new minerals?
I did not know.
Yeah, they have found 3 new minerals that have never been cataloged before by science. The additions, so I'm going to name out the names, and you know they're like scientific, so I'm not going to say them probably right, but the names of what they are. One of them is called Ray Demarkite. The other
Okay.
one is called Virgil Euthite, and the third one is Stunnorth Ropite. So that.
Okay.
So yeah, we have 3 new minerals that are found, and they have been found in New Mexico of all places.
Okay.
Yeah. Have you never been through New Mexico yet? Have you? Huh?
Nope.
Dude,
Remember, I was gonna go visit you, bro, and I was gonna throw a pizza on the roof.
I think that lady sold that house actually, bro.
Huh?
I think they sold that house for like hella money.
The lady did?
Either she was trying to sell it or she did sell it. One of the two.
I hope so because
I think
I
she
had a
was trying to
friend
sell it
who
for
rolled.
hella.
I had a friend who rolled out there, and she said she put a fucking fence around it. I was like, what?
No, she was like getting hella mad, bro, because like I mean they made a whole like tour out of that house, you know. Like,
As well as they should have. It's fucking legendary. It's Breaking Bad.
no, I know, but
If
like
you don't want to be a part of that, why'd you buy the house?
for sure, for sure,
You know what I mean? Fuck, that's legendary.
I know.
Fuck, I would have been capitalized. I'd be wearing all the Breaking Bad stuff like, hey, what up? Yeah, it's my house. Fuck that. Yeah, I heard one of my homegirls, she went out there, I forgot what year, and she said they put a fucking fence around. I was like, what? And she said the lady was just giving her so much attitude. I was like, what?
Really?
Yeah, because she wanted to just take a picture. That's it. She had like a big fucking ugly ass fence around it, and like she was trying to take a photo. She said the lady was just talking hella shit. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Mind your business before I throw a pizza on the roof. That's what I was gonna go out there and fucking do. That's all I wanted to do out there when I saw you. I was gonna go and be like, boop.
Right.
Fucking classic, bro.
Oh, I know. All right, let us move on. Jay, did you know that scientists are saying that there is a mysterious metal object flying through space with properties unknown to be human technology?
Is it the one that looks like an obelisk?
I don't know. It doesn't say.
I think it's the one. Yeah, I think I know what you're
It's like
talking
a
about.
metal object. They're saying, but they're saying it's no way like human.
Yeah. Well, there's there's more than a few things in space that are like that.
There's a lot of space junk.
Yeah, but there's a lot of like not just space junk. There's objects that you wouldn't think that just fucking move hella fast too, and move all around that are watching us.
Yeah. Let's see, Jay. Did you know that scientists were able to revive some kind of 24,000-year-old frozen creature?
I believe it. Work on it all the time, man. That's a good thing. I don't think that's bad.
Crazy. Let's see here. What else I got for you, Jay? Did you know that Oreo has a new limited edition flavor?
I don't know. They always come out with the ones that are like with celebrities. I don't really eat. I remember I don't eat that stuff. I had a Post Malone one. It was good.
Uh,
I know they have a Selena. So when I used to go to Safeway, they had a Post Malone, a Selena Gomez. They have like random ass things. It's how they
so
market.
it looks like Selena's coming out with a brand new flavor. She's spicing things up with a cookie inspired by horchata.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So it says that I guess she loves that drink so much. She grew up on horchatas, so she wanted to put the flavor into the cookie, the two chocolate cinnamon flavored cookie sandwich, not one but two different flavors of cream, like chocolate and cinnamon cream stacked on top of sweetened condensed milk cream that has
Right.
little bits of cinnamon sugar sprinkled throughout, and it's called
Hey,
Oreo Selena Gomez.
just make more people gain weight. Wonderful.
Are you gonna try it?
No, I have no desire to try the horchata Oreo.
Well, we are gonna do a live at the gym today, so I'm thinking I might just bring you one and we'll show the audience
Oh my God.
that we got Selena Gomez Oreos.
Oh shit. That's funny, man. I told you I don't spend my calories like that. I spent my calories, like I said, I made a ribeye. Like I'll spend my calories like that.
Oh, no, I mean,
A
I'm saying
horchata Oreo.
I'm bringing it for you, bro.
What, as like dessert or something?
Yeah, for us.
Oh,
It's gonna be
okay.
we're gonna be so tired when we get to the gym that we need a little sugar to pick us up.
You're a little funny, bro.
So yeah, man. And Alyssa says yes. Jay and I did a review on the Post Malone one. I wanted to try the Selena Gomez one, but we in cut season. LOL.
Always, man. No,
Yep.
I just don't crave that stuff, man. I just don't. But I mean, if it's there, I'll have one. But I ain't going out of my way to buy it.
Yeah.
I don't buy that stuff, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's what's up.
Jay, did you know that Toyota, Subaru, and Mazda are stopping or they're slowing down their manufacturing of electric vehicles.
Why they're going hydrogen?
They
Wasn't
are
that
actually uh,
that was the new
they
thing?
are
Remember?
actually going hydrogen. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
But
Well,
they are now working together as a team, all three of them, to make the best hydrogen engine, and they're going to probably put them in all three engines.
I believe it.
Yeah. So
Totally
that's
believe it.
kind of crazy.
What is? Oh, putting up like having them all work together with it.
Yeah, like you're gonna have like literally like one of the same engines in every damn brand.
Well, I
And
mean, it's this day and age is different, man. They like everyone competing each other with like gas engines was very different. Now it's about who's gonna go up against the Elons, who's gonna go up against Google and Waymo. Like they're basically trying to go up against AI. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So there's, I mean, obviously we see firsthand out here how it is. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, I mean,
that hydrogen one is gonna be cool though.
it will be cool. Yeah, and at the end of the day, like those car companies are very similar to each other. Like you know, what I mean, literally when you're
Yeah.
buying it, when you buy a Subaru, you're buying like very similar to what a Toyota is. It's not like that much different. Like they're both very reliable cars. They're
Yeah.
both having like very similar options and features. They even work on two of the cars together. So you know what I mean? Like I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know much about Subaru at all.
So I was saying a lot
I've
of
known
people
one
don't.
person that owned one. One person in my life.
You know me, and I own one.
Well, no, I'm talking about like growing up. I knew one person, and it was funny because he had a Charger, right, a deep ass Charger, and then one day he just was like, he sold it. And he's like, you know what? I wanted to try out a Subaru. He had it a few years, and then he was like, oh, it was a cool car, and then got rid of it. It was weird. He just wanted to try it.
Uh-huh.
And then he went back. He got another American muscle car, but it was weird because yeah, I was like, what? Why the hell did you do that? It was the randomest shit ever. Because it's like, why? He just wanted to try it. That's it.
Right,
You know,
right.
it was very odd. It was very, very odd. But what are you doing? But yeah, so. But yeah, yeah. Obviously, I know you that owns one now, but you barely even drive it. I don't think. I don't think you drive it.
I've been driving it the last 2 days, man. I love that car. But I really try to treat it like my sports car because by the time I'm done with it, I'll be at like 350 horsepower, smoking like everything left to right. So yeah, that'll be good.
Smoking everything?
Huh?
What do you mean smoking everything?
Like smoking the things that I want to be smoking. You know?
What do you mean on the road? Like
Yeah.
racing?
Uh-huh.
Are you kidding?
Especially in the hills. That's what I
Well,
do.
you're talking about, yeah, no one's racing around turns, man, unless you're in the Autobahn or Euro. Come on, man.
Autobahn is all straight, brother. It ain't hills.
No, I'm talking about like all the Euro cars. They like to go like in the
Oh,
hills
they
like
all go
that and
straight.
go
Yeah, they all going straight. The cars that love to go like on the hills, those are
Porsches,
all like, huh?
German
No,
Porsches.
German ones are made for Autobahn. Those are made to go like straight, just hella sturdy, super fast on the highways. The ones that are meant to go on the hills are like rally type cars, for like rally. So
I don't know.
you're talking about Subarus like mine and WRX. You got Fords. A lot of people use Porsches to do that
Yeah,
with
that's what I
because
just said. Porsches. Yeah, Porsches
Porsches,
like
yeah,
I
not
don't know why
Mercedes,
they like to go.
not really BMWs.
Nah, yeah, I wouldn't put Why would you put Mercedes and BMW going like that?
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know what
but
I mean?
Porsches because yeah, Subaru and Porsche literally have the same type of engine, like it's a boxer engine, so they're kind
Uh-huh.
of both this. They both the way that the engines work are very similar,
Yeah,
So
I wouldn't even expect any American cars is straight.
well,
American muscle just straight.
yeah,
Huh?
yeah, but I mean, yeah, the newer like American cars they can handle like track, so they're pretty good.
Yeah, I
I have
believe
a
it.
I know a guy that I raced with not too long ago, like maybe a year ago, and this dude was doing it with a GTO, and I was doing it with my Corvette. So
What do you mean? Up the windy?
yeah, on Highway 35 and stuff, we were like racing through the hills over there.
Oh yeah, see that's nonsense.
Yeah, I mean it's fun if you know how to like if you're doing it with your friends and stuff, it's fun.
No, I would never want it. Even if I bought a car that would go windy, I would never want to race windy. Why would I ever want to do that?
It's fun. That's what I'm saying.
No, it's not. Why would I want to do that? Dude, you probably fucking flip over.
That's what I'm saying. The cars that we have are meant to do stuff like that. It's a Corvette is
Like
meant for a track. GTOs can handle stuff like that.
yeah, like if I'm want to race someone and be like, hey, let's go, bro. Straight away. Right there. I don't want to race in the fucking hills. Fuck, I want to. What? That's like me racing by my house. Fuck, I want to do that for.
My Subaru is an all-wheel drive vehicle, so it's made for that. Like you definitely experiencing a whole nother level of racing.
That's crazy.
I'll tell you this much, Jay. You're gonna understand me better. Basically, what I'm talking about is we moved on from Fast and Furious Part 1 to Fast and Furious Part 2. We're doing, Tokyo.
Oh, you're talking about like drifting?
Yeah, we're doing like Tokyo drifting shit.
Yeah. See, that's that's for out that side of the world. I'm cool, bro. I ain't doing any of that stuff. I did see that one though. I thought it was the weakest Fast and the Furious. Not to be mean, but I thought it was the weakest one. I thought that was the weakest one because I thought, wasn't my style. The coolest part of the movie was when, Dom rolled up at the end and that beast. Remember?
Yeah.
And he's like, and then he wanted to race them, and then it ended.
Yeah, I mean, and that's what I was about to say was that the only reason it was weak was because Vin Diesel was not in that movie. That's the only reason.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I mean. But I mean, racing in a fucking parking garage. Come on, bro. That's fucking weird, dude. I didn't mind the mountain. That was kind of cool. The mountain where they raced or whatever. DK. Oh, this is DK's mountain. What's that stand for? Donkey Kong. That shit was hella funny. But I did like the touch. He used a Mustang, remember? His dad's like Mustang frame.
Yeah.
Like they tweaked it out and shit, which is weird, like made it drift and shit. But I mean, that was a cool little touch using the American muscle.
Yeah. And we got David Swenson in the house. They say China. What's going down, David?
What?
It says China with a Chinese flag.
Oh, great.
Yo, Jay, did you know, though, that Italy and Portugal are now joining with Spain, Portugal, France, Greece, Thailand, Japan, and introducing new laws against unruly tourism or tourists?
Yeah, I was reporting on that before, remember?
Yeah.
So they're all going to be like in conjunction? Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of crazy.
That's interesting.
I think they're kind of just doing it as like they're mirroring what like Trump is doing here, and he's getting kind of down and dirty with people.
Yeah.
So I think that they're trying to do that over there, and they're like because they're literally just going to they're doing it against tourism. Like and most of the people that visit are like Americans and stuff.
Oh, great.
So it's just a plot to do it against us. Like
wonderful.
Yeah. It is what it is.
Wonderful.
Let's see what else we got for you. Jay, did you know that Tesla stocks 9% robo-taxi boost lifts Elon Musk's net worth by $17 billion?
Nothing out of the ordinary. I told you he was going to do his launch, man. And what I did find out was when he does come here, he will go to SF, by the way. So I thought, Uber's Cruise that they bought.
Uh-huh.
I thought that Cruise was going to be still, because they were a big part of San Francisco with Waymo. Yeah. They had thousands of cars. But I didn't know. I found out last night that they got banned from San Francisco.
Oh, really?
Like banned. Not from the state, but just San Francisco. So that's why I've been seeing them out here being tested in the peninsula. So that opens up a big, big, big portion for Elon. Because I thought it was going to be Cruise and Waymo, just boom, 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 And then obviously Zooks as well. But now that opens up a big portion for Elon to just be like, boom, compete with Waymo.
Right.
Because like I said, his fleet is already, it's launched in Texas. He said he's coming here next.
Oh, okay.
So So yeah, that's gonna be interesting, man.
Hey Jay, do you remember movies like The Blob?
Shit, I haven't seen that in hella years. The Blob. Holy shit. That's super throwback, man.
You remember though, right?
Yeah, why?
So Jay, did you know that scientists in Zurich created a living building material that captures CO2 from the air? And what they've done is they've created a printable gel that's alive. It's infused with ancient cyanobacteria. It's a photosynthetic living material, not only grows but also removes CO2 from the air twice over. The bacteria uses sunlight to produce biomass and simultaneously trigger mineral formation, which locks carbon away in a stable form.
That's what they're doing in Zurich, in
Yeah,
Switzerland. This is what they're
engineered.
doing in Switzerland. Jesus.
It's called engineered hydrogels.
Okay.
Yeah, they provide an ideal habitat for those microbes, allowing them to thrive for over a year.
Okay.
You know,
All right.
so are you gonna buy a house from a living substance ever?
No.
One day, like I don't want my house to like eat me type shit. You know, like.
I'm like, no.
uh, let's see here. Jay, did you know that Walmart has decided to remove all self checkout machines from a lot of their stores because of due to theft and stuff and vandalism?
Doesn't surprise me. Out of all the videos I've seen, I don't go to Walmart, so we don't even have it out here, which is awesome. You know, you can't, there's no Walmart from SF to like what, Mountain View. That's the closest Walmart, Mountain View, which is way too far for me. And then all the East Bay has Walmart. We don't need that out here. So, but
Yeah,
it doesn't surprise me because all the videos I've seen on social media about Walmart,
right.
if it's not theft, it's fighting. If it's not fighting, it's something crazy at Walmart. So I definitely don't support Walmart.
Yeah, exactly.
It's funny because we have Walmart.com right here across the street from YouTube.
That's why.
We have the big ass building. They don't
uh,
sell shit there, but yeah, man, I don't know. It doesn't surprise me, you know, because it's a privilege to use self checkout. If
uh,
if fucking people don't want to fucking be, you know, just normal and just here, scan and pay. It's really not fucking hard to do.
uh-huh.
You know, like I've seen too many videos of like dumb shit at Walmart.
Right, right.
So I never go to Walmart anyway. So it's just weird to me how just that. I mean, it's a privilege to have that, and then they abused it, so that's why it's out. I get it, totally get it.
Right.
Shit.
And speaking about stupid videos, Jay, did you know that there was a guy like this was a couple of years ago, well, not a couple, like a few years ago, where he was doing this for like a rainforest conservation act, right?
Uh-huh.
But this guy put himself in like in reinforced suit, and he basically let a anaconda like start eating him alive.
What the fuck? Are you serious?
Yeah.
An actual anaconda?
Huh?
An actual anaconda. He just said, "Go ahead, eat me."
Yeah.
Fucking genius, bro.
Crazy, right?
I don't know, man. There's some weird people out there, bro.
He like wanted to be eaten alive as like just to show people like, hey, you know, we need to conserve the rainforest. So
Okay.
let me let this anaconda eat me alive.
And it wasn't CGI or anything?
No, this was like 2014.
Oh, wow. So, okay. Over a decade ago.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
But
Okay.
yeah, I don't know. I might have some footage of it. I don't know if it's exactly that, but I have some footage I can show. Do you want to see it?
Sure. Why not?
All right. Let's show the people. Let's show. By the way, shout out to the 36 people watching. You guys are awesome. Thank you for being on here. Let us show you some footage of a man getting eaten alive by an anaconda in 2014 to raise conservation for the rainforest. Let's get into it. Hold on. Let me get into it here. All right. Just pull up the screen. There we go. All right, guys. Let's see what they have to say about this.
It's a giant anaconda, and the item on the dinner menu is a human who's hoping to send a dispatch from the belly of the beast. Although things didn't go exactly according to plan. Here's ABC's Tom Yamas.
You're looking at an anaconda trying to swallow researcher Paul Rizzoli. While Sunday night's much-hyped special promised to show Rizzoli get eaten alive, it ultimately left some viewers hungry for more. The 2-hour event taking viewers 100 miles deep into the Amazon.
Let's get the helmet on.
He even had a special carbon fiber suit built for the stunt, made specifically to protect his ribs so they would not be crushed while the snake tries to suffocate him. At one point, Rizzoli thinks his arm is gonna break.
You guys need to get in here.
But in the end, no meal to be had. His team rushing in to free him before he was eaten. Viewers on social media exploding, some upset no one was really eaten alive, tweeting, 2 hours of my life, I can't get back. And this dude's a quitter. Discovery telling us in a statement it was his absolute intention to be eaten alive. But the experiment had to be called when it became clear that Paul would be very seriously injured if he continued on. But Rizzoli says despite the provocative concept, he's really trying to shine a spotlight on some of the problems the Amazon rainforest is now facing. And it worked. Despite all the snarking on social media, 4.1 million viewers devoured Sunday night's program.
Crazy, bro.
That's not crazy. I wanted him to be eaten too. What the fuck? I just wasted 2 minutes of my life. I thought you told me he got eaten by the damn snake.
Yeah, but at least it wasn't 2 hours of your life.
Yeah, exactly. But I would have been pissed too. I literally thought I was gonna see a snake eat a human being, bro. Damn, man. I wasted 2 minutes of my life just because you told me he got eaten.
I said he was getting eaten.
Yes, he did not get eaten at all. Okay, but everyone saved him. Bro, man. Come on, man. Don't be doing that. False advertising, bro. That is false advertising, man. Shady, bro. I was like, damn, I'm going to see a fucking snake eat a human being right now. I really was like curious. I felt just like the dude that tweeted that shit. I was like, are you serious right now? He did that all for views then. That's all it was for.
Yeah.
Yeah, not for fucking all for the Amazon rainforest. He did that for fucking views, dude. Shit. I thought you literally told me. I'm going to go back on this episode and watch. Oh, yeah, look, there's this dude that got eaten, bro. I think
David Swenson was onto something when he said China. I think he did it for China.
Who did it for China?
He almost got eaten by a snake for China.
China?
Why not?
I don't know.
David Swenson said China. Let's go along with it.
I don't know. I have no idea, man.
Why not? Why not? Yeah, nah. I don't even know what to say, bro.
I really thought he was gonna get eaten, man. That was very.
Tried to keep him, bro.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I was looking forward to it.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it's all good.
Well,
just like I said, it's false advertising, man. That's all it was. It's very upsetting.
All right, Jay. For my final Jay, did you know segment? Do you have an idea of maybe in California what would be the 8 quirkiest towns to visit in 2025?
Quirkiest?
Yep.
I don't know, man.
You have no idea? It's like I'm talking about one of these towns has like a Bigfoot festival.
Shit like that.
Yeah, one town celebrates spiders just before Halloween. Yeah, stuff like that.
The only thing Remember, the only thing out here where we live is the Gilroy Garlic Festival. That's the only thing, and that's not even quirky.
Yeah.
But that's like an hour that way, hour south. That's the only thing out here. I can't think of. I don't know. Can't think of quirky shit. We don't have that out here. That's definitely more north or even east or south from here.
Right.
I guarantee it. I want to hear these towns though.
All right, let's get into it. Okay, and it was the 8, right? Let's get into it. At number 8, Jay,
Yep.
we have Gilroy.
For the garlic festival? No way. I got one. I got one, bro. Fuck yeah.
It says the Gilroy Garlic Festival is arguably the stinkiest but awesomest food fest in America. It has attracted and repelled people since 1979 with garlic calamari, garlic sandwiches, garlic fries, garlic bread, garlic ice cream, and other unique garlic products.
Shit's hella bomb, bro. Hella good. I'm a big garlic head, though. I love garlic. I cook with a lot of garlic. I eat raw garlic. I love garlic, man. Shit's hella good.
I remember back in the day I was going to go, man, and then that was the same year where they had that dude that shot it up.
Oh, shit.
And I was like literally about to go that day I was going to go. And at the very end, I just decided to go to they had this other thing going on, like a food truck thing going on on Treasure Island.
Oh, okay.
So I ended up going to that instead, and then the very next day I heard about what happened at the Gilroy Garlic Festival, bro. I was like shocked, man.
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know why anyone would shoot up a garlic festival. It's fucking weird.
And Alyssa says the Half Moon Bay Pumpkin Festival. Yeah, I gotta check that out, man. I haven't checked that out yet. Like I hear about
but that's not quirky.
No, I know. She just naming something that's like a little bit.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say that's not quirky. The only reason I mentioned Gilroy because it's garlic.
Something different.
Exactly, and it's on there. I didn't even know that.
Yeah. All right. At number 7, we have a city called Idlewild.
I don't know what it is.
It's an incorporated community in the San Juancito Mountains. Because it is unincorporated, it cannot have an official mayor. Because it cannot have an official mayor, it has an unofficial mayor who is officially the cutest official in America. Maximus Mighty Dog Mueller III is the incumbent mayor of Idlewild, the latest in a line of golden jewelers dating to a 2012 non-human election and fundraiser that nestled over $31,000.
Know nothing about it.
So they got dogs serving as their mayors. And
I told you that's somewhere east, bro.
Yeah,
that's somewhere deep out there.
And number 6, we have Solvang.
Oh, Solvang. Yeah, that's the town that looks European.
It's a Danish city that somehow found itself in Southern California.
Yep.
Solvang can solve your European FOMO. Among its Denmarks to check off your list are the Elvero Museum of History and Art, Hans Christian Andersen Park, Danish Mill Bakery, and Copenhagen Sausage Garden. But Solvang's biggest attraction is Danish Days, a multi-day festival featuring everything from Danish pastries to Danish beer to Danish music to Danish stories to Danish history lessons and more. Yep. And that is Friday, September 19th till September 21st this year.
Yeah, I knew a couple people that went to that. That's why once you said it, I was like, oh, Solvang, that's right.
Yeah.
Because it's by Southern Cal.
Right.
Over down that way. I was like,
what? We got Fort Bragg.
Why is that quirky?
So it's treated by several decades of relentless waves. A seaside garbage dump at Fort Bragg became a treasure chest for the picking of tourists. Dubbed Glass Beach, but actually comprised of 3 glass beaches at former dump sites, including one in McCurcher State Park. They are bedecked with sea glass ranging from rubies made from tail lights to sapphires made from apothecary bottles. Because of past pillaging that has lessened their luster, the glass beaches are somewhat protected.
Glass Beach is dope. Fort Bragg is cool. I don't know. That's not quirky. That's
So this,
weird because like I have a lot of guests that go to Fort Bragg.
yeah,
A lot of them because right there off Highway 1 up top, you know.
yeah,
But then you got Glass Beach right there. It's cool because like you know it's very different.
yeah,
Too many
exactly.
people take glass, so it's like getting real thin, but it's still cool to see.
Right. And number 4, we have the town of Avalon.
I don't know that one.
It's actually in the Santa Catalina Island. It's on the Santa Catalina Island.
Where?
The Santa Catalina Island.
What the hell is that?
You never heard of Santa Catalina?
Santa Catalina? What the hell is that?
Catalina.
Oh, you said Santa Catalina. Of course I've heard of Catalina, bro.
It's close enough.
Close enough.
Catalina, like, dude, I forgot a T. Shoot
You
me,
said
bro.
Santa Catalina, bro. I was like, Santa Catalina? What the hell is that? Yeah, I know Catalina. Okay, so it's on there.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So it says that the city on the island is Avalon. And
Okay.
it says because the full-size vehicles are banned for all tourists and many residents, to
Yeah.
preserve the island city's sanctity, 2 residential vehicle permits must be surrendered or revoked for a new one to be issued. So unless you were the lucky Avalonian pulled off the absurdly long wait list, you must tour Avalon by foot, taxi, plane, boat, bus, bike, golf cart, or any other type of auto like that, you know?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so that's why Avalon is on there. And then at number 3, you got Coarse Gold.
I don't know that.
Yeah, so Coarse Gold, somewhere's in California. I don't even know where that is. But what they do is they have a dedicated, like a festival for tarantulas each October.
Really?
It's a town in the Sierra foothills.
Okay. So it's up there.
Yeah,
Okay.
so they basically honor them when they come out of their dens for mating season. Then they honor them.
That's cool.
They
Okay.
even have tarantula races and stuff.
All right.
Let's see what we got at number 2. We got number 2, Kotati.
Katati?
Yep.
Okay. All
It
right.
says, according to a plaque overlooking La Plaza Park, Kotati is one of only 2 American communities with a hexagon-shaped plaza. According to accordions, that hexagonal plaza is the best place to hear those polarizing instruments, especially in August for the Kotati Accordion Festival. Over 2 days, dozens of accordionists serenade thousands of spectators to raise money for local school music programs.
Yeah, I've seen it.
But at number 1, Jay, did you know that number 1 would be Willow Creek?
Willow Creek. That sounds familiar. Willow Creek. I know
It's
where Katati is, but I don't know. Where's Willow Creek?
6 Rivers National Forest area up in the Humboldt County area.
It is up north. Okay, that's why it sounds familiar. Okay.
And
I
they
don't know.
call
I
that,
don't know it. But...
and they've dubbed that town the Bigfoot capital of the world.
Oh, no shit.
Yep.
Okay. Makes sense.
It says that this backwoods town was so swamped with sightings, it began hosting a Bigfoot festival. Still strong after 65 years, Bigfoot Days is to run on Saturday, July 12th, 2025.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Feature food and craft vendors, live music, and a parade.
Interesting. I didn't know that. So that's
Crazy.
just, yeah. They're both up north, Katati and Willow Creek. All right.
shit, now we got to go there because, we're trying to find some Bigfoots, man. We got
We
to put them
definitely
on.
have to. Ah, man, you can find them there or Mount Shasta. It's easy. So they're both up north, same way, same area.
Right.
If we went to Katati, we would just have to hit Dave's Hot Chicken because it's up there.
Oh, okay. Or
Fire.
we just go to Sunnyvale one of these days and do
I always forget. There's one there.
But okay, if you want to go all the way to Kotati for some chicken.
Katati's cool, man. It's not a bad area. It's cool. Bronner Park, Katati up there. It's by Sonoma State, right next to it. That's why I know that hexagon building you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure we could find some good. Out there. You said Dave's Hot Chicken.
Hell yeah, she's flying.
I'm sure we can get some good thighs, some good breasts, and other things like that.
Okay.
Get some
That's
good
funny.
that white meat. The protein.
Fuck. You're a funny dude, bro.
So did you? So we're gonna get back into our sports now, but we did say we did go over a couple breaking, trending sports news.
Yeah.
But did you still want to go over and just say who won in case they missed it, the championship game for the
the Thunder beat the Pacers. That's the whole reason why I have a Thunder jersey on. Won me some money, and this Thunder jersey is from 2011, so this is a Durant one, and Durant got traded to the Houston Rockets. That's why I'm wearing it, so it's kind of double meaning.
And what was the final score of that game?
103-91. It was light work. They were up by 20, 25 during the game, so it wasn't even, no, it was nothing. They were up the whole game.
What happened to Halliburton again?
Tore his Achilles.
Okay.
Same thing that happened to Tatum. Same thing, just.
Yeah. Do you remember what quarter that happened in?
Second.
Oh, second. Really? So he was already out for pretty much the whole half.
Maybe even the first. Yeah, because I didn't really watch it. I think I was cooking during it, but yeah, I mean, I told you I didn't really. When it comes to certain games, I was just
Yeah.
I was just yeah.
Right.
I didn't think the Thunder were going to lose that from the beginning because
Oh, for sure.
I just know how the NBA is.
Right.
But yeah, so yeah.
That is our NBA news. Let us move on and get into some MLB scores. What's going on in MLB, bro?
Let's see. There's one game left right now, and it's your squad. The Padres are down 10-6 in the bottom of the ninth.
Damn, man.
Yeah, they're about to take a W or about to take an L because there's only one base runner and there's 2 outs. So that looks like a L for you, bro.
Yeah, it's all good, man. It's all good.
That's the only game that's current right now. Yeah, get them next time. Exactly. 162 games. You're good.
Exactly.
Well, you got the Orioles beat the Rangers 6-0. Braves beat the Mets 3-2. The Reds beat the Yankees 6-1. Diamondbacks beat the White Sox 10-0. The Pirates beat the Brewers 5-4. Mariners beat the Twins 11-2. Cardinals beat the Cubs 8-2. And the Angels beat the Red Sox 9-5. Those were the games today.
Any trending topics from MLB?
No. Everything was NBA because of the whole the trades. The Thunder winning, and then Durant being traded, and then just now, an hour ago, Boston trading Drew Holiday to the Portland Trailblazers for Anthony Simons. That was big. That's a big trade.
Definitely.
That was a really, really, really excellent trade for Boston, honestly.
Right. Right.
So, yeah, man. Solid,
bruh.
And the Padres final now, 10-6, just letting you know, just ended.
Just ended right now?
Just ended. Yes, sir.
Gotcha.
Yes, sir. But that's sports are going to be kind of light for the next couple months until football starts because it's only baseball now. And obviously UFC, which I do have a trending topic from UFC.
Oh, yeah. And like I said, I guess if it'll only be baseball, then maybe you could do some reporting on the UFC to kind of like make up for it.
Yeah, for sure.
What's your trending UFC topic, my friend?
The GOAT, man. Mr. John Jones. He retired, man. Kind of knew it was coming, but you know, he didn't really have. He wanted a big payday if he were to fight like an Ngannou, you know what I mean, or even Aspinall. But fighting Aspinall would have done nothing for his career. He's already the GOAT. He's had probably the best career in UFC, unless you could think of anyone to argue that. You know, that dude defended his fucking title for how many years? Over a decade, right? Fuck.
Right.
So, yeah, GOAT life, man. You know, it's cool. He was probably the best we ever watched. So it's better to go out on top than with an L. I'll tell you that. If he took an L, that would have been terrible. He never lost.
I know.
That's what I'm saying. So that's one way to do it, bro. Big ups to John Jones, dude.
Right.
Fucking GOAT life, man. You know, so
definitely one of my favorite fighters. I've been watching him for a long time.
Yeah, I know. I know you have. So, yeah, man. I've seen all his fights. He's definitely a solid one, dude.
Shout out to John Jones. That's why I'm wearing my new mix today. Got about 3 mix on. Represent. That's where he's
for sure, man. That's some GOAT shit, bro. He definitely was one of the best, man. So, if not the best, actually, I'll say the best. So,
I agree.
Yeah, I wouldn't think that anyone could beat that guy in his prime. No one.
Definitely.
He was a monster. So, big ups to John Jones, man. Excellent
I think
career.
he actually did Tom Aspinall a favor by not fighting him, and Tom Aspinall doesn't even realize it.
Of course he doesn't realize it. He's that young cat. Oh, I'm that good. Yeah, right, bro. If they said, John, we'll give you a $50 million payday, he would have beat the daylights out of Tom Aspinall. Yeah. He would have probably finished him in the first round, bro. You put that fucker on the floor, it would have been over.
Oh, yeah.
It would have been the same thing. Like, remember how they hyped up Cyril Gane?
Uh-huh.
Remember? Like, oh, shit, Gane, he's a beast. Remember? And he is built. He's a beast. Dude, John Jones finished that guy in like 30 seconds.
Right.
A lot of my guests that I'm cool with from France, you know, they were like, oh, you better watch out, bro. Cyril's he's a monster. Like, okay. 38 seconds later, it was over.
I know, right?
It would have been the same thing, bro. I shit you not. It would have been the same thing.
Oh, I know.
I've seen Aspinall fight. Nothing special. I actually think if Ngannou came back, he would beat Aspinall. That's a fact. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Aspinall, he's very, the way he moves is very like, you know. Yeah. I'm not hating on Aspinall at all. Don't get me wrong. But, yeah. Like I said, I think if Ngannou came back, I think he'd beat him easily.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Shout out to John Jones, man.
Who?
Oh, no. That's funny. That is funny.
All right. Let us move on since we are doing UFC and John Jones retirement news. Let us get into what happened with the fights on Saturday for UFC Fight Night. And we had your main event. It was Khalil Roundtree against Jamal Hill. And Khalil Roundtree won that one by decision. Then we had Rafael Fiziev against Ignacio Bahamondes. Rafael Fiziev won that one in decision, so that was a good fight. Then you had your heavyweight Curtis Blades against Rizvan Kunic, and that went to decision as well, so that was a pretty good fight. Your catchweight, you had Midibek Oralibai. He won in round one by submission against Tofik Musayev. And then you had in your lightweight Nazim Sadikov against Nicholas Moda. And you actually had Nazim take the win in that one with a TKO in round two. And your last fight in the main event area was the featherweight, which was Muhammad Naimov against Bogdan Grad. And that was also going to decision with Muhammad being the victor in that. All right, guys, that is your UFC fight scores. Let us move on. Shout out to the 47 people watching, and let us get into some other breaking Trump news with Jay. What has Trump got to say to us, brother?
Trump, man, so you know how we released those the stealth bombers right on the weekend. So obviously we did work, right? Not a leak, not a casualty, not a U.S. troop even shot at. President Trump destroyed the Iran things, all three of them. I believe they were nuclear facilities, right?
Something is.
Yeah, he had the bombers go through. Then he had the ships, on this side, shooting missiles. But yeah, he addressed the general public today, and he wanted to thank everybody, especially God, military, God bless Israel, God bless America, and yeah, he negotiated a ceasefire between Iran and Israel, which is very that's how you get shit done.
So are you saying no more war?
I mean, it's a ceasefire.
Hopefully that brings my business back up, man, because nobody's buying cars right now, dog.
Well, of course not. But yeah, I mean, I figure if there's a ceasefire, that means a country surrendered. Like, hey, no more. Especially since we're backing one of the countries. You know what I mean?
You're saying Iran surrendered to us?
I'm saying Iran saw some heat from the U.S. and they're like, shit, what do we do? You get it? So
that's why we took out Iraq a few years before that, so they can't call Iraq. What did we do before that? We took out Afghanistan, so they ain't got them either. They screwed.
Well, you do. Okay, so this all goes with all the places that you're going to say. Iraq, Libya, Syria, like you said, all those, Iran now. It all goes with my other trending topic.
Oh, yeah. We'll get into that in a little bit, though, because that's going to
be Yeah, so yeah, it all goes in with that, too.
Let's not tie
that. But yeah, so yeah, it's a ceasefire, bro. You know what I mean?
So no more war. We're done with war, guys.
I would think so, because when we brought the heat, that's what happens, man. Like, that's what happens, man. We got a lot of shit that countries don't have. You know what I mean? We're blessed enough to have a lot of fucking weaponry. You know what I'm saying? So
and we got my homie DTW in the house. What's going down, partner? Shout out to New Mexico, man. They found 3 new minerals today or the other day. We got 3 new minerals that are cataloged. And DTW says Trump, USA. Oh yeah, brother.
Yes, sir.
And then he says that there is a ceasefire just for 12 days only right now.
Yeah, so but that 12 is gonna turn into more than that, bro. Hopefully. You think they're gonna have a little plan after that? Come on.
They're giving them some time to breathe. Move shit around.
That's not how war is, unless you put your foot on someone's neck if you want to really kill. You know what I'm saying? Like
the last time that happened, we had Black Lives Matter come out in full stride.
Oh my gosh.
We got into a very messy situation in the US of A, my friend.
Yeah, but that was here. We're talking about across the world, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, what I'm saying is that we came in, we handled business. Israel is there, obviously, against them. So that's what I mean. We put our imprint on it. Get it? Ceasefire. It doesn't mean, after 12 days we're gonna fire, like they're gonna fire again and keep going. It means, listen, unless you want this to happen again, listen. That's it.
I mean, according to what DTW is saying, he's saying that there's a ceasefire for 12 days because they haven't found the enriched uranium yet.
That we want?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we needed to put a pause so that, when we go in there strategically, we need to know exactly where that damn uranium is hiding so we can just take it real quick.
Yes. But this is not. This is between Israel and Iran, the
Oh,
ceasefire. Yeah,
Israel.
that's what I'm saying.
Israel is just a puppet state of the USA, just like other countries are too. So
Yes, but that's what I'm saying. So it's between them.
yeah,
We're just behind the scenes. Behind the scenes.
I know.
That's what we'll put it.
Where the best way to put this is, if you guys ever watched The Wizard of Oz, you're walking down that yellow brick road, and then once you get to the very end, then there's somebody behind the scenes and pulling the strings, and
Yes.
that's exactly what's happening.
Yes. Cool. Good way to put it.
DTW says it will take a couple weeks to know the outcome, but yeah, Trump 2025.
Okay.
And beyond?
Well, he could. There's only one way he'd be able to keep going as a president.
He's going to keep going for another few years. He's only been in here for 1 year now.
Oh yeah, no, I'm talking about if he wanted to do it after that.
No, I know. They're trying to they have to amend the Constitution for him and stuff.
No, he could if he did have a lot of immigrants in here, and we started having war between immigrants and people, you declare martial law, and then his cabinet would continue voting him in each year after year after year. And he could still continue being president with their vote.
Yeah, but he's doing the opposite, and he's getting all the immigrants out. So he definitely
exactly. But we're talking about toward the end of his presidency in the next few years.
So you think after all this kicking out and all this we're going through, he's going to redo everything and just be like, "Hey, come on, let's invite everybody."
No, I don't think he will do that. But I think that it's a good strategy if you want to stay president.
I mean, that's exactly what Kamala Harris was trying to do, and that's why they were letting him all in, because they knew that.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's
votes, and that's why they didn't need IDs to vote anymore. They didn't need anything. You could have just gone and voted. You didn't have to.
Well, martial law wasn't declared or anything. I think President Trump is a very smart guy.
Oh, for sure. We all
a very smart guy and a very strategic guy. I said that's the only way he would be able to keep going on as president.
Of course.
So it would have to be something majorly drastic that year.
I mean, it's not the only way, though. It is really not the only way. There is another way.
It is the only way. Name one other way. What's another way?
If war is declared, then is pretty much going to be the same thing. Martial law gets declared, and he gets to stay as president.
Yeah, that's.
There's a war going on.
I just said that. You said nothing different from what I just said.
You said immigrants. I'm talking about real war.
I said, oh, okay. You're talking about war with the world?
Yeah, war of the world. Yeah. If we're at a real war with the world, then we have to worry about shit in America. Then he can stay as president.
That's yeah.
So
that is another way to do it.
Those are the only two ways, because I remember that's what Biden was trying to do, and they were trying to get into war with the whole Ukraine thing, and everybody got all scared that Biden was going to try to use that power and not have a whole new election going off. But then his health really started drastically going downhill, and everybody can tell that they were using clones at that point. So basically,
you have to have your whole. You have to have your whole cabinet and everyone agree with that. That's why.
Right. And
you know what I mean?
Because they didn't agree really with having Biden in.
Of course not. But that's what I mean. You got to have the whole cabinet agree with that.
So. Biden was such a puppet, bro. There's been many puppets, and I'm not talking about any specific Democrat or Republican Party. I'm just talking about in general. When you look at history, Biden was definitely one of the biggest puppets out there, bro. I'm not saying that there hasn't been other big ones that were Republican or Democrat, but he was definitely one of the biggest ones.
What do you want him to do? He wasn't even coherent for half of the presidency.
I know. It's just crazy that the way that everything went down,
Well, they took advantage, dude. Do you really think he got 90 million votes? Come on, man. Stop. Everyone knows that shit was all falsified, dude. It's common
Oh,
sense. There's no way in life that guy got that many votes. No way.
yeah.
Fucking impossible.
Right.
So yeah,
So,
puppet is a good word.
yeah. All right. Let us move on and get into some scrutiny over the Tesla robo-taxi incident that happened not too long ago. And basically what happened was that a self-driving robo-taxi appeared to violate traffic laws during the company's first day offering paid rides in Austin. Did you hear about that, Jay?
When? Yesterday?
Their very first paid day. So this was from
Yesterday.
23rd, today. This actually happened today.
Yeah, so yeah, because he released them yesterday. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but today is like the first day where they're like officially like giving rides to like people for money. You know?
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. Cool.
So basically, as that was happening, I mean, it's still just got in place. So not everything is like a hundo just yet. They're still in a way kind of testing them. But it says that that a self-driving robotaxi appeared to violate traffic laws during the first day offering paid rides. It says that the Highway Safety Traffic Administration is aware of the incidents that were captured in videos posted on social media and is gathering additional information from the company. Let's see. It says that even like part of this whole thing that happened, it made Tesla shares fall as much as 1.4% in trading afterwards. Yeah.
I don't know. None of this is trending on X, so I have no idea.
So, and basically, this is what it says happened. It says one of the writers, Rob Maurer, who used to host a Tesla podcast at Model Y, he's writing in, like, I guess he was like trying to test it out. It entered an Austin intersection in a left turn only lane. The Tesla hesitated to make the turn, swerved right, and proceeded into an unoccupied lane meant for traffic moving in the opposite direction. A honking horn can be heard as the Tesla re-enters the correct lane over a double yellow line, which drivers aren't supposed to cross. In two other posts on X, initial riders and driverless Model Ys shared footage of the Tesla's speeding. A vehicle carrying Sawyer Merritt, a Tesla investor, reached 35 miles per hour shortly after passing a 30-mile-per-hour speed limit sign. In a separate live stream from Herbert Ong, a YouTuber with more than 123,000 subscribers, he commented that the vehicle was going faster than the posted limit of 35 miles per hour. He said, "It is going 39 right now, which is perfect, right? Because I don't want to drive at 35 and it's driving at the same flow of traffic," Ong said. "If everyone else is driving at this speed, you want to be at the same speed." I mean, that makes sense, right? Like, the Waymos that we see, they don't drive at the flow of traffic either. They sometimes break the speed limits a little bit.
Of course they do. Waymo has the best AI out there, and they're supposed to do that. They're getting used to the flow of human beings.
Exactly. And DTW, going back to the like war talk, he says that Kash Patel just released today that China interfered.
Interfered with what?
Probably the whole like Iranian, like I'm sure that maybe America was going to do more damage, but then I think Iran might have China on their side now.
Oh, I see.
Because if that was the case, then that makes sense. Because why would just America stop all of a sudden unless the job was done? But it's only a 12-day ceasefire, so maybe we have to.
What do you mean unless the job was done? We fucking went hard, did what we had to do, and put an imprint on it. What do you mean?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We got an imprint
now. The ceasefire is between Israel and Iran. It doesn't say USA.
Yeah.
Yeah, we basically just imprinted and said, "Hey, you got a problem? This is it. You want to keep going? We'll keep going." But no, there's a ceasefire now between Israel and Iran. That doesn't say USA.
Gotcha.
Israel and Iran. Yeah, that's between them two.
Okay.
It just so happens we are backing Israel, obviously.
Yeah.
So you're telling me China's backing Iran? That's what you're telling me.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Is
Yeah.
happening.
But what?
So now we're at a draw where it's like high noon, and both of us can't shoot our guns, because if we do, it could lead to nuclear war, and we don't want that.
There's no draw or nothing. We did what we had to do, and we did it very just convincingly.
Of course, and I'm just saying I don't think we can
Yeah.
do that again unless we were gonna have to
President Trump can do what he wants, and if he
No, of
wants
course,
to do that again, he will. I don't think Iran is dumb enough to be like, oh no. They're gonna agree to whatever it is they have to do.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of us doing this.
Right.
Literally.
I do have a little bit of video about the robo taxi though, and I just wanted to kind of show you. I don't know if it shows actually that what the robo taxi did that was like illegal, but the whole speeding thing, that was kind of BS to me, because they were literally going like 5 miles or less over the speed limit. And
I don't know. I didn't see it trending on X, man. So I'd have to see some proof, because, I don't know. I didn't see it trending on X.
Yeah.
Well,
we'll see the video right now. We'll see what it says. We'll check it out. Check it
I'm
out.
curious, but.
I guess it's just like showing them operating. I don't think it's like showing them doing anything illegal or anything like that. It is what it is. Try to explain this.
This is from yesterday anyway. That's June 22nd when they released it. Yeah, that's yes. I told you they released it yesterday.
Got you.
I didn't see shit.
Yeah. Looks all good. All right.
That's what I mean. Who coming out with his news, man? Anything to smear Elon, bro. I swear, bro.
Of course, that's where they're gonna do that, dude.
Fucking ridiculous. This is why I look at X for news. I didn't see nothing was trending on X about that.
That's why it's good. It's good to have two different points of view. You got X, I got Google, and we give it to the people as it is. And
and we know that was a crock of shit, because I just watched a video of a car driving. Like, okay,
the people that are watching this show know that, because we're all smart here, and we're like, yeah, they're just trying to smear this poor man's name.
Literally. Now, what was trending on X about Elon, though, was that he will have hundreds of thousands of self-driving Teslas by the end of next year. That is big news. Much better news.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. So
exactly.
Like putting a lot of more money into it type thing. Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying his AI is going to be excellent. Obviously, I just saw a nice little video. We don't get to see firsthand Elon's AI out here. We see Waymo's AI, which is excellent. So I'm curious to see when he brings his robo taxis here.
I mean, you might not even know, to be honest with you, because the robo taxis are not like a Waymo, where they don't have all those like extra gadgets all over the car. Like, you would have to really look for drivers in those cars to know.
I don't know. What do you mean?
So
robo taxis, they're two whatever it's called. They're the ones with the 2-seater, right?
The robo taxis are like Ys. They're the bigger SUVs.
So he has two?
Yeah, he has the SUVs, which he's using primarily in Austin right now.
Yeah, but he has the other ones too, the 2-seater one.
What 2-seater one?
The two-seater one, the robo-taxi. It's not only
Like-
going to be a Model Y.
No, I think he might have a Model 3, but that's still a. I mean, there's like four people can fit into that. Are you talking about like his the two-seater, the like sports car that he has?
No, the fucking robo-taxi that dropped off the robot to Kim Kardashian.
Yeah.
It was a two-seater.
I mean, nah, that was like a Model S or something. I think it was Model S.
No, it was a two. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was a two-seater, bro. Literally.
You seen a two-seater? Because he doesn't have like two-seaters like that, bro, where they're like all over the place. He might have had a special one that delivered the robot if that's what it was, but it wasn't. He doesn't have.
Yeah, because I know he's gonna have Model Y for robo-taxi. We know that, but I thought he had a specific one for two people.
Just a Roadster, but those are not out like that. Like you wouldn't see it like as a taxi.
So it's not. So that one's not out yet.
No.
So he's gonna basically start with the Ys.
The Ys, yeah, because it's SUVs, so they're like people can take them to the airports. They have the most room in them. They're comfortable, and they cost less than the Model X, obviously. So they're using those as the Model Ys.
I wanna. Yeah, I gotta see. I gotta see really quick.
The Roadsters is coming out in 2026, and those things are badass, bro. Like I would love to have one of those.
I gotta see really quick because when I was watching the Tesla Silicon Valley one, it had it on YouTube.
Yeah, it could have been because they're coming out in next year, bro. So it could already be like, showing some pictures and stuff all around because it looks like a model. It looks like a Model S, but it's only a two-door. It's not a four-door.
Exactly. Okay, that's the one. Exactly. What you just said. That's the one. It's two-door and it's two-passenger. Exactly. That's the one I'm talking about.
It's the Roadster, but those are not out as like taxis. They're not even out yet on the road.
Yeah, but that's going to be the ones he releases out here next year, right?
Could be. Yeah, could be.
Yeah. Okay. Because I saw it because the price on it was hella cheap.
Yeah.
It wasn't expensive. I was like, oh, so that's what he's going to use out here. So yeah, so that's what I mean. So he's starting with the Ys there, and then by next year, when the Ys, or this year, he's going to put the Ys here later. But that two-door one that you're talking about, that I was talking about, that will be out here, flooded.
It might be like a special type one though, because that's like a sport. That's a supercar. It's a sports car. It's like his most expensive car.
No, it's not. It's small.
It's small, but it's a supercar, bro. It's different.
No. Oh my God.
Those are comparable to supercars, like the new Corvettes that they're coming out with and shit.
I don't think you know what car I'm talking about, dude. You really don't. I'll just send you a YouTube video. There's a YouTube video on this because it's the exact car. Like I said, these Tesla owner Silicon Valley on YouTube did a whole thing on this between Waymo and that robo-taxi, the two-seater one, the two-door one. Yeah, it's not what you're talking about. It's not the fast-ass supercar. There's another car he's coming out with, literally, and it's small, and it's for robo-taxi. You can literally purchase it and put it on the road.
Oh, okay. No, I never heard of that. Cool.
It's literally the robo-taxi. That's why I thought, the Model Ys are just being a part of the robo-taxi. I'm talking about the actual robo-taxi.
Yeah, no, I'm sure this is like news to me because I didn't even know that myself, bro.
Yeah, no, shit's dope. Like you've seen it though. You've seen it because you just described it.
Yeah, no, what I described you was the other one that he has. The one that you're talking about is called a cyber cab. Is designed.
There you go. Yeah. I don't know the exact name, but it's supposed to be for the robo-taxi.
I'm looking at it right now. It looks nice, but it's definitely different. It's not the same thing.
Yeah. Okay. So you're not talking about that one.
No. I was looking at.
That's the one I'm talking.
Yeah, the thing looks sick, but it looks like a Model 3, like I have. That's a two-door and a little bit more sport.
That's all it is. That's what I mean. It's a small car, two-door, and then boom. Yeah.
Doors
that's
are
what
like
I mean.
Lambo doors, bro. That's just
yeah, exactly. They go upward and shit. Yeah, that's all.
Yeah. I didn't even know he was coming out with shit like that, bro. Like this is
that's for the robo-taxi. That's it.
That's crazy.
So that's the exact car that they already have it. I told you delivered the robot to Kim Kardashian. That's the one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I. Yeah, so that's the one that's going to be out here.
Bro, like, he was coming out with shit like this, bro.
Yeah, no. So that's what I was telling you. What you can purchase and put on the road. Remember, I was like, oh, that's the one. Like, oh, you could purchase it. Oh, yeah, I'll just put it on the road to do, rides.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's the exact one I was talking about.
Oh yeah, just figured that out, man.
Yeah, no, it's cool because like the Y will be released this year since everyone has a Y. So he already released in Austin. That'll be up and down here, and then next year that one comes out. That's what I mean. That's why he said hundreds of thousands of self-driving ones. That's gonna, dude. Once that releases, imagine how many gonna be on the road, bro. Because he already will have the Ys on the road.
Right. No, it's a smart
That'll
move.
be fucking insane.
I didn't realize.
Oh yeah, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like this dude wants to take advantage.
Here's me being humble to Elon Musk. I bow down to you, Elon. I bow down. I didn't know. Elon. I'm so sorry. Shit.
But yeah, that one's gonna be it's gonna be cool. It's just like a chill little car,
Yeah, exactly.
Looks cool, nothing crazy.
Yeah, that looks tight.
Yeah, it looks cool. It's like it's a little futuristic looking,
Yeah.
But it's not too much.
No, it's perfect. It's perfect.
Yeah, it's not gonna be hella expensive, like
For sure.
that's what I mean, man. It's gonna be dope, man.
It is gonna be dope. Let us move on to the next trending topic that we got, which is, Jay, I don't know if you even knew this, but there is a soon-to-be McDonald's boycott.
A what?
A boycott at your local McDonald's.
Why?
It's organized by the grassroots advocacy group, the People's Union of the USA, and they've already done Target and other similar boycotts, and now they're going after McDonald's. The mission of the People's Union USA is to hold corporations and corporate systems accountable, not with violence or empty promises, but with the one thing that actually affects them: the money we spend. So yeah, it says It says that McDonald's is being boycotted because they practice performative DEI with no meaningful change. They prioritize profit over people, community, and truth. They exploit tax loopholes and do not pay their fair share.
Huh. Oh no. So
It
they're
says that-
boycotting the Golden Arches. Okay.
It says that in 2022, McDee's paid $1.3 billion to settle a tax dispute in France that alleged the company had illegally diverted income to other countries.
Okay.
Bet you didn't know that.
No.
France got him. They're like, y'all using our French fries? We got you, bitch. That's it right there.
But so you're telling me they're gonna boycott it here?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So stay away from Mickey D's for a little bit, brother. Like a week.
I don't go to Mac. I don't go to Mac like that, but I don't see that happening.
We on boycott. We ain't fucking with no McDonald's fries no more. We got Big Five. I'm sorry. We got Five Guys. That's a Big Five. Five Guys. They got them Cajun
I don't know,
style.
man. I don't see. I just don't see them being able to boycott Mac out here, man. Especially because Mac is 24 all out here. I don't see it happening.
We got South Cal Rocks in the house. They say, let's go. And then they say, was this really a 12-day war? I don't know, man. We'll see. We'll see in 12 days. And South Cal Rocks also says McDonald's is one of the biggest real estate owners, right?
He's
Yes,
right.
sir. Sure are.
He's right about
McDonald's is not in like the selling of food game. They're in the real estate game. And that's how they make their money, is by choosing the locations.
that. They have the best locations too, man.
Exactly.
They really do.
That's all it is.
But they make hella bread out here anyway. They're all 24 hours. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
They'd be making breads, bro.
They stopped. I mean, they stopped a lot of 24 hours around my house. I mean, by where you are, you still got a lot of them 24, but not.
They're all, most of them are 24 out here, bro.
Yeah, they stopped.
Why would you stop that? Dude, that makes money all night long.
No, they stopped it. Like they stopped going 24 around my house.
Really?
Yeah.
It's weird. That's odd.
Yeah.
That's just bananas cracking at night, dude.
I'm sure they're just looking at specific locations because, like Foster City, they're keeping 24 because that one is hella busy.
They would keep that dump open in Foster City and not the one by you. That's weird, man.
Yeah.
Who the hell's going to the one in Foster City? There's like a cop on every block. Who the hell's going to that one?
That's probably why they do that on purpose, bro. It's all.
Why would they keep that one open? What the
It's all engineered, bro.
hell is stupid? Ain't no one up at that time in Foster City. That's so weird.
Cops need
That's
McDonald's.
I guess, bro. That's just weird, bro.
Hey, McDonald's should start selling donuts, bro.
Oh God, no! Please, none of that, bro. God, no one wants that.
Sal Cal Rock says, "Did you know the beef patties aren't really all beef?"
Of course.
Yeah.
I think that's how it is with all fast food. Besides In-N-Out, I'll give In-N-Out its flowers. In-N-Out is popping.
I mean, for all we know, their beef patties probably got some human DNA in them, just like all the freaking sausages that we buy.
Yeah.
You know?
I would think so.
McDonald's was super cheap, bro. All their shit is super bad quality. Even their fries. The only reason their fries are so good is because the oil they use, which is super shitty as well.
No,
but,
they use the best
oil.
oil.
They use high quality oil, but their fries are super shitty. Like the way that they make their fries, like the way that they get the potatoes, they have to put like so much chemicals into their potatoes.
Well, it's not real. It's not real potato.
It's just so crazy to me, bro. It's also crazy to me.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, they just use high quality oil, but none of it's real. You know.
All right. Let us move on to our last trending topic, which is a big one that Jay wanted to report on about the Rothschild family. What is going on with them?
Oh, I mean, well, we got into it earlier, bro. Rothschild was trending today. Why? Because, the family founded current Israel in 1948. But not only that, the only two countries left that don't have a Rothschild central banking system are Iran and North Korea. Throughout the years, there was Iraq, Libya, Syria, all those places. And, when they dropped the dollar, what did we do? We went in and we had to handle business for the Rothschilds, basically. You know what I mean? But yeah, there's only two countries left. And obviously after this, you will see a Rothschild bank in Iran. You will see. You'll see a controlled central bank there, Rothschild owned. Guarantee it. And then there will be only one country left. That little speck over there. You will see. But that's why they were trending. I remember reading about this years ago too. And I was like, oh shit. You know what I mean? Rothschild is just one of those families that they're imprinted everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
So you're saying that they have a bank in China?
They have every major country has a Rothschild-owned bank, I believe. Central banking system, I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Damn.
Rothschild is just yep, that's what they do, bro. But they were trending because of that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're puppets for them. You know that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Crazy. I mean,
we are puppets for them, man. That's all it is, man.
So that's what you think, though? Why we attacked them?
It's not why I think, but it's a major reason. It's a major reason. Because throughout the past like 20, 30 years, all the places we've attacked, that none of them had the central banking system, the Rothschild one. None of them.
Mm-hmm.
And what happened right after? Boom. crazy. It's crazy how shit works, man.
Right.
But yeah.
Well, how about this, Jay? Since it is a pretty big topic, and I think a lot of people are thinking about it, why don't we do? Let's do the 7 major reasons why Israel, and of course, which is the U.S. is is backing Israel. So why we would, with Israel, attack Iran? So let's do the 7 major reasons why this could be, why we would do something like this.
Cool.
How about
Go
that?
for it. Why not?
Number 7. Number 7. It's because the 5 countries without Rothschild-linked central banks is Iran. Is
I
one
know.
of them. So that's what you
Yep.
said. So that could be
Of course.
number 7. Number 6, media demonization patterns. Iran is portrayed consistently as a nuclear threat, despite no direct evidence of weapons programs. Other non-compliant countries, Libya, Iraq, Venezuela, North Korea, follow a similar script in media. Insane dictator, weapons of mass destruction, human right abuse justify action. And then media often aligns with financial and military interests, shaping public support for intervention. At number 5, we have global bank cartel theory. The Rothschild family is often symbolically tied to global private banking power, including influence over Bank of England, US Federal Reserve, and European Central Bank. So Iran's refusal to let this international banking cartel penetrate its economy makes it a target. So that could be another reason. At number 4, the CIA and the regime change history, which, 1953 coup. The CIA overthrew Iran's elected leader Mohammad Mossadegh in 1953 after he nationalized the oil industry, hurting British and Western oil interests, installed the Shah, who was Western friendly and allowed foreign banking access. Iran's 1979 revolution kicked out the Shah and again nationalized banking and oil, sparking decades of U.S. hostility. So, there's a pattern. When nations assert financial sovereignty, they face destabilization or demonetization. And then we have the axis of resistance at number 3, which resists centralized Western control. Iran funds and supports groups like Hezbollah and the Houthis who directly oppose U.S.-backed governments. Its defiance of globalist institutions, IMF, World Bank, Rothschild-linked financial networks, sets it apart, and globalist powers may see Iran as a threat to economic unification and political centralization. At number 2, we also have to think about the U.S. petrodollar system, which could be threatened. Iran has pushed to sell oil in non-dollar currencies like euro or yuan. The petrodollar system, oil must be bought, sold in USD, is critical to maintaining the dollar's global dominance. When countries like Iran try to move away from the petrodollar, they faced harsh consequences. So, as an example, Gaddafi tried to establish a gold-backed dinar and trade oil in that currency. And what happened months later? NATO bombed Libya. So yeah, there's, you gotta look at everything. This is not just a simple little, oh yeah, we just attacked Iran because they have, they have nuclear shit. No, it ain't like that. And number 1, though, for the number 1 reason why we might be attacking Iran is that because Iran is not part of the Western financial system, if you have not noticed. Iran's central bank is state-controlled. It is not aligned with the Bank for International Settlements, the central bank of central banks. Countries outside the system, like Libya, North Korea, Syria, and Cuba, have faced regime change efforts or military intervention. So U.S. foreign policy often aligns with the expansion of Western-friendly financial systems, and that is why we are probably invading Iran as we speak. All right, guys, and that is Jay's theory of the Rothschild family moving in and getting us into war with Iran. All right, let us move on and get into some other stuff. As soon as my computer works, because it kind of just froze with everything. There we go. All right, Jay, we are back with 53 people watching. Shout out to the 53 people. Please don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and share button. And let us get into Jay's movie of the day. What have
It's
you been
over, bro.
watching?
Yeah, it was the girl next door.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
she
over,
ended it for
bro.
you?
It's over.
The girl next door ended it for
Yeah,
you,
it's over,
or
man.
what?
So I can't. I'm not even fucking with it now. There's too much. I don't even know what's going on my shit. Like, there's too much going on. It's overloaded. See, I can't even get anything going right now. It's done. So it just ended.
Like you're
It
saying your
ended, bro.
satellite?
So it was like it's done. Like I can't even do anything. I can't even press shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's done. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
Damn.
that shit done deal.
That I wonder if that's to do with any of what we were
Of
just
course it
talking
does,
about.
man. Of
They're
course
trying
it
to
does.
cut
I
you
was just
off,
talking
bro.
about the Rothschilds, bro. When you talk about the Rothschilds, that's what happens, man. But
Y'all getting too deep. Y'all getting too deep. We need to fuck with y'all right now.
yeah,
Y'all
man.
getting a little
I
too
just
deep.
it's done deal. Done deal right now, man. So yeah.
Well, screw it. Screw it. We got a real long show anyway, so we do not need to worry about the movie of the day because we did do some movie earlier that we
Yeah,
talked
man.
about. So
I don't yeah,
we
I'm
are good to
good. I'm
go.
good. I'm playing games with this shit. I don't have time to play games with this.
Tomorrow is another day where we can do a movie day. But for now, let us get into our crypto. Let us see what is going on. Is the markets reacting to this 12-day
Man.
ceasefire in a good way, in a bad way? Let us find out together. Right now, you got Bitcoin at 105,129. It is up 3.53%. So, yes, it has reacted in a positive manner, as well as Ethereum, which is your largest altcoin. It is at 2,411. It is up 7.42%. So, it has gone up as well. As far as your fear and greed index goes, you are at 47 in the neutral, kind of still towards the cusp of fear. But it looks like right now we are just kind of like relieved that there is a ceasefire and markets are moving up. As far as your global crypto market cap as a whole, we are sitting at 3.24 trillion and we are up 4.21%. Your top 5 trending coins, number 1, you have Solana, which is up 7%. Number 2, you have Move, which is up 33%. Number 3, we have CA, which is down 4.25%. At number 4, we have Home, which is up 12.41%. At number 5, we have SEI, which is up 30.62%. All right, let us get into your top gainers. Let me see though if it's might not be. Huh, that's weird. Come on. That's so weird. Sorry guys, it's not giving me the gainers today for some really odd reason. I don't know. So I guess what we'll have to do is go into the top 100 trending coins since I can't get gainers today. So I did just say my number 1 through 5. Let us see if there's any top 100 notable mentions. Number 7, Dog with Hat. That one is up 20% today. Also trending. Number 17, you got Virtuals Protocol. That one is up 21% today. You got number 29, Liquidity, which is up 31%. At number 37, you got Bonk, which is up 15%. At number, let's see here. At number 53, you have INJ, Injective, which is up 14%. At number 64, we have Hedera trending, which is up 11%. At number 82, we have Beam, which is up 16%. And last but not least, at number 100, we have Brett, which is a meme coin based, I believe, on the Coinbase market. And that one is up 21%. All right, guys, that is our top 100 trending coins. I was not able to do the gainers for some reason. It is not trying to give me that information today. So could be just because, it is the first day that, markets are reacting differently. I don't know. I'm just making excuses, but who knows? Let us move on, guys. Why not? Let us get into your guys' horoscopes for tomorrow. This is going to be for June 24th, 2025. And as always, we like to start with the first house of the zodiac, which is my sign Aries. Let me get into that with you guys real quick. Give me 1 second. Here we go. Aries, tomorrow, run with that which feels light, not what looks right. Apparently, you may be faced with a situation that appears fine, yet somehow feels heavy in your heart. Trust your inner feelings rather than outward appearances. Sometimes the simpler path leads to more peace. Don't be afraid, you can stand on your own. You gain energy when your heart feels free. Then we got Taurus. A creative spark may be a pathway towards something valuable. Tomorrow, a small thought or idea may suddenly stand for a meaning far beyond itself. Never turn away from your creative side, especially if it makes you feel silly at that moment. You have an intimate relationship with beauty and comfort. This relationship can be converted into something useful. Gemini, honor your energy. It may be more sensitive than usual. There are times when others' words or environments can touch you tomorrow. Don't force yourself to be everywhere and to talk to everyone. Remain in places where your peace is protected. Those are moments when you can take a break. Cancer, a financial decision will benefit from some consideration and deliberation. There will be a strong urge to act soon on what appears to be a good offer. However, it would be best to keep waiting, reconsider, and examine the entire situation. Your caution is a strength. Wield it. Ask questions. Gather advice if you need it. Leo, which is also Jay's sign. Boundaries give freedom, not distance. Tomorrow you may feel compelled to say no and protect your sacred space. Do not feel guilty about choosing your peace. Healthy limits allow for more energy to be devoted to things truly worthy of consideration. The light you shine will gleam brighter when others do not drain you. Virgo, let curiosity replace judgment. Tomorrow, something new or someone may not meet your standards. Stay open. Instead of trying to analyze or correct, just observe and learn. That brilliant mind of yours is an asset, but there needs to be some flexibility in your approach for more insight to emerge. Sometimes it is the heart that understands what the mind cannot. Libra, whatever you do, try to be there because what you give becomes so much more than you think. Your energy will flow into any room with calm and kindness, requiring minimal effort, and people will notice. Acknowledge and don't underestimate your silent strength. You will never fix everything. Sometimes just being present makes a huge difference. Scorpio, a talk might just turn your whole perspective on its head. Tomorrow, listen with an open heart and mind. Someone might say something that will touch you deeply. Maybe it's even just a passing remark or a text from nowhere, but somehow it counts. Emotions have always run deep for you, and this all could mean the very birth of a new insight. Sagittarius, take one small step towards your bigger dream. Tomorrow's advice is not to wait for a perfect moment. Small gestures can bring you closer to what your heart truly desires. You have great vision, but bigger growth comes from steady effort. The universe is always behind your movement, not just your thoughts. So keep it light and doable. Capricorn, feel better at having finally voiced your truth. Tomorrow offers you that opportunity to lift the weight from inside. You usually hold it back, but it's time to kindly communicate what you feel. Your words don't necessarily need to be polished, they do need to be truthful. Relief through truth can be found at home, at work, or wherever you are. Aquarius, tomorrow your mind attempts to plot everything out, but the inner sense already knows. Don't dismiss that quiet feeling that currently leads you. That's your strongest compass. You so often think ahead of your time, and these decisions today will manifest your foresight. One thing will feel right, even amidst the veils of confusion. Pisces, let grace, not guilt, pave your day. Tomorrow, be kinder to yourself rather than harsh on what remains undone. You give so freely with the heart that now it is time for you to receive some of that compassion. Being gentle will work wonders compared to pressure. Choose peace over perfection and softness over stress. And anything you offer to others, also offer to your soul. All right, guys, that is our horoscopes for tomorrow, June 24th, 2025. Like I said, we like to do that to kind of help guide you along your day every day. And now we shall move on and let us get into my conspiracy of the night. And for all you guys that don't know, let's uncover the unseen forces that are reshaping our reality as we know it. Lately, guys, have you noticed the sun feels different? That UV burn hits harder. That no matter what SPF you put on, it still scorches. Something's changed. And today we dig into the rabbit hole. Is the sun actually more intense? And are we seeing signs of an intentional program to block or even weaponize or light? I'm sorry, our light. Let's expose the layers behind the sky. So, many listeners report sudden sensitivity, sunburn after minutes in shade, itchy eyes, even strange skin rashes beneath clouds. But is this just anecdotal? Let's look at the science. Studies from the WHO and CDC show UV radiation on Earth is rising, with surface level UVB increasing significantly since satellite data began in late 70s. The EPA and NWS launched global UV index tracking in 2004, but it showed no reduction in UV levels at all. Multiple studies link increased UV exposure to record high melanoma and skin cancer cases, even in places with no changes in weather. Combine that with your own experience, and what do you guys think? Is something really off? And then we also have the geoengineering chemtrails or contrails, which are officially just water vapor turning to ice. But when they linger, expand, and form haze, they scream chemtrails. So yeah, there's a big differentiator in the two. There's contrails and chemtrails. Everybody says usually that we see contrails, but contrails disappear. Chemtrails get into this haze and become wider, and they just block shit out. So there is real research into solar geoengineering, spraying aerosols or reflective particles into the stratosphere to deflect sunlight. In the UK and the US, government-funded outdoor experiments have begun a long time ago, deliberately blocking sunlight to mitigate climate, and on a temporarily limited scale. So I don't know. Is it just a cover story, guys? So let's connect the dots. UV is creeping up. People feel it instantly. Plane trails hang in the sky for hours. Governments quietly trail limiting sun exposure. So ask yourself, what if these sunblocks are being weaponized? Suppress vitamin D, undermining immunity and mood. Worsen vitamin deficiencies, making people physically weak and dependent. And create a health crisis, more skin problems, more doctors. Could this be part of a broader agenda? And that's not even to say that if they're blocking the sun out, they're going to be taking away from the growth of our natural resources, which are plants, food resources. If things don't have sun, they can't grow. So we need the sun, So let's get into global dimming versus ozone damage. Science offers us two threads. There's geoengineering, which seeks to reflect sunlight by injecting aerosols. And there's also ozone layer damage, which currently allows more harmful UV to penetrate, especially UVB. So now imagine a diabolical combination. They dump reflective particles to control warming, weakening the ozone, and the result, more intense UV spikes with little sunlight reaching you, but heavier doses of toxic radiation stealthily penetrating. So basically, it's a cruel and slow burn assault on public health disguised as climate care. And why you haven't been told any of this? Well, first of all, there's denial and deflection. Official statements label lingering trails as harmless contrails. There's a lot of denial. You also have public fear. If people knew their sunlight was manipulated, panic would erupt and trust in government would crater. There's also economic control. Sick populations buy more treatments, more pills, more protections, feeding pharmaceutical and tech sectors. The heat goes up, the mighty sun feels wrong, and you keep scratching, buying creams, living in the fear. So let's get into the truth that you deserve. Here's the thing. They don't want you to question light itself. What do? Document UV spikes. You can note time, location, and how fast sunburn occurs. You can track skies. You can record planes, trails, patterns. You can also demand transparency from climate science institutions and local authorities. Even something as elemental as sunlight should be in the public's hand, unfiltered, ungoverned, and undistanced. I mean, that's just my opinion, but that's how I feel. So, the sun is our birthright. Your health, energy, and life begin in its glow. If they dim your sun, they dim your spirit. So let the sky be your witness as you shine back. And yeah, guys, we need the sun, and they are trying to block it in certain occasions now. I see that, it does feel like the UV rays are getting a little bit more intense. Like you are out in the sun, you can definitely feel it a lot more than you have before. So who knows if that's all part of something bigger and we just don't know, but we definitely have to do your research because that's what we're all about with our conspiracy theories, is to just let you open up your mind and, you have to do your own research and go from there. But at least we're here to just kind of, touch on a couple topics and make you guys think a little bit about certain things. Anyway, health, wealth, and happiness. That is what our motto is on the show. That's what we try to give you. This is pretty much it for us. Shout out to the 56 people watching. Please don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and share. We love you. Thank you so much for being on here. And to end the show, let us let you know real quick with some updates. We do have a Chef with Jeff that we did on Saturday. So please check that out. He did some real good cooking for you guys that you guys are going to love to see. On Sunday, we also have a video up with Dating with Kate. So don't forget to check that out. Me and the wife and my daughter, we all go out and we just had a little bit of a Sunday fun day type family day. We went to like a farmer's market type thing and just kind of hung out. So check that out. And we also did on Sunday night a live at the gym for you guys. But that is not all, because we are giving you a special Monday night live gym session that we are doing right after the show. So if you guys are going to miss us and you guys want to see more of us, then basically just wait like an hour and you can see us back again at the gym getting it in, because we are doing chest day today. So you're going to see my weak ass trying to pull some weight, but you'll have Jay there to support the channel and put up them weights that is going to make your eyes pop out of your head. I'm telling you so. Like the old cartoon days, Anyway, so let us finish with the show for today, because we are getting past the 2-hour mark, and let's get into Jay's and mine final words of wisdom.
This is I was listening to social media earlier. This chick, I don't know her name, but she was really on point with what she was saying. And so this is not coming from a philosopher or anyone. This is just coming from this chick who was doing a podcast. And she was very on point. I'm going to sum up basically what she was talking about. She basically stated in her podcast that millionaires master boredom. Making millions is viral, sexy. People think it's all that, but really, it's just doing the same thing over and over until the world finally claps for you. People quit when it feels repetitive. They tend to confuse boredom with misalignment. But in reality, it's the birthplace of mastery. No one is stuck. They're just impatient because people chase dopamine instead of discipline. People always try to change everything, when in reality, you just need to do the same thing over and over, but be better at what you do each time. This is why broke people always restart and wealthy people always repeat. You do not need more ideas, but you need more consistency. You don't need more motivation. You just need to fall in love with boring. game doesn't reward creativity. It rewards the ones who keep showing up when everyone else quits. And when I heard all that from her, I was like, this woman's really on fucking point, because it makes sense. It makes total sense with everything she said, especially with discipline, consistency, and just, doing what it takes over and over, but mastering it. You know what I mean? And I was just like, damn, man, she really was spitting some real shit there, because that's what people do. They always try to change everything up. They always chase dopamine instead of being disciplined. Everything she mentioned was just fuck. I was like, man, that's definitely it. I've never heard anyone speak of it like that too, like a game. And I was like, damn, man, she was really on point. And it really like, because I try to master discipline. I'm very disciplined. I try to master being consistent no matter what. You know what I mean? But I never looked at it like that. And I was like, damn, okay. I got to master exactly what I've been doing, just be better at it each day. You know what I mean? So, yeah, she definitely was fucking winning with life, dude, with that fucking speech. She really on point. Whoever said that, like, I have the video on my social media. I don't know her name, but yeah, she's definitely, I'm guarantee you she's on levels of up here. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, that's what I'm going with today.
All right. And to finish off with kind of going on the same path, what you're saying, you got to remember, guys, as we close today's episode, making millions isn't magic. It's momentum. It's doing the simple things with devotion, day by day, habit by habit, decision by decision. The universe rewards those who show up for their purpose with discipline and faith. Wealth is a spiritual practice. Build not on chasing, but on becoming. Remember, guys, build not on chasing wealth, but on becoming the wealth itself. Because you are what you are is what you attract into yourself, into your life. So you have to become that which you seek. Remember, guys, the sacred path to abundance is not paved in luck, but in consistency. What you do repeatedly becomes who you are, and who you are creates your world. So stay steady, stay focused, and watch the seeds you plant daily bloom into the life you've always envisioned. And when I say that, guys, some people are like, oh, sure, it's easy to say, but what about if I'm a janitor at like a fucking high school or something? Well, guys, yes, it's not easy to become a millionaire, but you have to become that person. And I'm going to give you a quick example of a janitor, how they can become a millionaire if they really wanted to, just as an example, okay? Because I want you to see that this is for everyone. And the fact is that, let's say a janitor working at a high school or any kind of school, at that fact, being a janitor or anywhere in place, if they really wanted to be a millionaire, what are they going to do to become a millionaire, right? And they're having this crappy job that they hate. They're going to see how it is to be a janitor doing that kind of job. They're going to become the best janitor that they can be. And they're going to basically learn the business themselves. And then what are they going to do? They're going to start learning how to do a little bit of marketing here and there. They're going to have to learn this stuff. But over time, if you keep putting out there what you are, so if you label yourself, I am a janitor, I'm the best janitor out there, and you make yourself a purposeful janitor, you can expand that business. You can do things with yourself to where you can have other janitors working for you, and now you're that janitor's boss. But I'm just giving you an example of what you can do. No matter where you are in your life, you can always, create wealth for yourself by becoming that. So, yeah, that is it for us today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Shout out to the 54 people watching. We will be back in about an hour, maybe two, the most, for our live gym session. So, yeah, guys, we will be back. Check us out. But until then, we will see you back here tomorrow for another Average Day Joe's episode. So, yeah, that will be 8:30 Pacific tomorrow.